Boyd Bronco swimming and diving team had another good year. They were in a tougher district against the Plano schools. I'm joined by their head coach, David Weintraub. And Coach, going from facing a lot of the Garland schools last year to the Plano schools and Allen in the district this year, a lot of an upper in competition level.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was a huge jump. If you look at the last 2 years when we were in with the Garland district, their swim programs are weaker than the competition that we had this year, and that was good for us from the standpoint that we were able to take almost everybody on our varsity squad to regionals the last 2 years. Moving up to the district with Plano and Allen and Jesuit on the boys' side certainly provided us with a lot more challenge, and we had to work a lot harder to get kids to qualify for the regional meet from district. So, but we knew what to expect as soon as the realignments were announced last spring. And the kids really stepped up and trained really, really hard and rose to the occasion.
An extra challenge, but all of your relay teams did an exceptional job to make sure that they qualified for regionals.
Yeah, on the girls' side, we weren't that concerned because top 6 qualifiers from districts get to go to regionals. On the boys' side, there were 7 teams, and so that meant somebody was staying home after the district meet. And headed into districts, we were seeded 6th or 7th in all 3 of those relay events. And I sat down with those boys on those relays, and we talked about let's not be 7th, and they really, really stepped up, trained hard, they rested well prior to the district meet, and all of them qualified and moved on through to the regional meet.
Talk about your senior captains, Tamara Ross and Zach Beckwith. You're going to lose them, obviously, they're graduating, but what did they provide your program with this year?
I think what they provided our program with this year was leadership, sincere leadership, people that the kids could look up to, setting a good example for the rest of the swimmers, both in the water and in the classroom, which is equally, if not more important. Tomorrow was our only female swimmer to qualify for an individual event at regionals, and Zach qualified in 3 of the relay events.
Not only did you have good relay teams this year, but especially in the 500 free, your guys had two individuals that did really well in those district meets.
Yes, we had our junior Homero Cantu, finished 4th at the regional meet in the 500. He was the district champion in that event. Finished 4th at regionals, broke the school record in the process, and has really kind of positioned himself. If he trains hard next year, he's really put himself in a good position to qualify for state, which is great. You like having those kids return. And then really the pleasant surprise of the meet in the boys 500 was sophomore Austin Woods, who wasn't even seated in the top 6, headed into the district meet, and just really upped his training. Was really self-motivated to improve the last couple months prior to resting for districts, and it paid off for him. And he swam really, really well. Dropped a tremendous amount of time at districts, qualified for regionals, and then at regionals dropped a little bit more time beyond that. So we're very, very happy that we did as well as we did in the 500, and we're also very happy that we're having getting both of those boys back next year.
And for Homero, he set the school record.
Yes. And
so what does that mean to him?
I think what it means to him is, I think number one, that he certainly has room to improve. But very, very proud of him. He's last year was his first year with us. He was an exchange student, really transfer student from Mexico. His family had moved up here, and so that was an adjustment, and he performed very, very well, and just was able to capitalize and build upon that this year. So I think what it means moving forward is that he's put himself in a very, very good position to be a state qualifier next year.
And he's kind of set his own bar that he's going to try and excel through next year as well.
Absolutely.
And you have 2 girl divers that also had great years as well.
Yes, I had 2 young ladies, sophomores, Katie Drake and Amber West, who came out for diving this year, had no previous diving experience, and really kind of embraced the program, the expectations of the program, and worked very, very hard, and qualified for regionals. Which is not an easy thing to do in our district. Again, a very, very competitive diving district. But even at the regional meet, we weren't really sure how they were going to do. We were hoping, of course, that they would final, and they did. Amber ended up finishing 5th, and Katie finished 7th. So very, very proud of those girls for the hard work that they've done and the accomplishments and pride, that they've brought back to Boyd.
I find that very fascinating because, most sports, you would say baseball or tennis, for example, if you're a sophomore in high school and that's your first time competing in that sport, it's not very likely that you're going to be that good right away at it to get to a regional meet. But these girls, in their first year diving, were able to achieve that, which, some divers never get to go to regionals.
Yeah, they never get to go. So, and again, that's just a testament to the discipline and the hard work that they put forth, beginning back in August when we started school.
What are you looking forward to for next year's team?
For next year's team, looking forward to more hard work, probably more than anything else. We will remain in the same district, so the same level of competition. We are graduating about 13 seniors, so we're going to be looking to certainly replace that talent with incoming freshmen and new kids. Looking at our JV program, having some of those kids step up, but I think also leaning heavily on the returning varsity kids and letting them know that they're going to have to work extra hard in order to fill a lot of these shoes that will be leaving us at the end of the school year.
Well, Coach Weintraub, congratulations on a great year, and thanks so much for joining us here
Thank
today.
you very much. It's been my pleasure.
As McKinney Boyd, swimming and diving, a lot of returning talent for next year, even with several seniors going away, but a lot to look forward to for this team.